où il y a une espèce de dynamique, en même temps des couleurs qui reposent, et une espèce de force d'expression derrière, quelque chose de très intérieur qui s'exprime très discrètement dans des coups de pinceau, dans des produits, des matériaux. J'aime bien cette recherche sur le matériau, parce que le matériau raconte quelque chose. Et Amir nous l'expliquait justement quand il utilise de l'herbe synthétique ou naturalisée, quand il utilise des poils de ces balais, ces balais anciens qu'on utilise en Iran, pour nettoyer les tapis ou des choses comme ça, ou de la fibre de tapis. Ça raconte toute une histoire, ça raconte aussi son parcours à lui, c'est des fibres, des moments, des impressions qui lui restent, et ça, il les met dans ses œuvres, et ça, j'aime beaucoup ça.
Il y a beaucoup d'émotions, de force, de puissance, de joie. Je trouve qu'il y a beaucoup de joie, de mouvement, de spontanéité dans ces tableaux.
I've seen him going through the transformation while he was working on this over the past year. So it's quite impressive, and you can see that.
On se sent bien entouré d'art.
Ce que j'aime en premier lieu, c'est l'aspect graphique. Vraiment le cercle, les lignes, le très haut contraste et les couleurs vives.
From what I've seen tonight, it's just fantastic. It's just tremendously overwhelming.
Qu'est-ce qui vous frappe le plus de ces morceaux?
Ben, c'est le concept. J'ai compris son concept et je trouve qu'il a bien travaillé ce concept et le concept continue toujours. C'est un peu répétitif d'après ce qu'on dit, mais quand on comprend le concept, on va voir que c'est normal que ça se répète. C'est la vague elle recommence toujours. Donc il a bien réalisé.
It's a dialogue between these two. The shore says, I've been here for so long. ساحل افتاده گفت گرچه بسی زیستم هیچ نه معلوم شد آه که من کیستم موج ز خود رفته ای نیست خرامید و گفت هستم اگر میروم گر نروم نیستم. So it's basically the shore that says I've been here stagnant for so long and no one knows who I am. And the wave, in a very arrogant way, says, as it dies, but it hits the shore, says, I've always been in movement, but it's precisely because I move that I exist. When you hit this, you realize that actually I'm not using the same dichotomy. I have broken it. So I'm zooming in, not into the dichotomy, but into the shore itself.
When the tide breaks upon the shore retains a bit of that water, a bit of the tide, and vice versa. When the tide takes off, it takes part of the shore with it. So it's almost like a constant cycle of renewal.
Absolutely, and I think your interpretation is a very postmodern interpretation as well, in which you have come to understand the meaning of life far beyond the kind of dichotomy, simplistic dichotomy between, East and West, or between here and there, or between existence or non-existence, or in this case between the shore, which is tradition, and modernity, which is the wave. And as you say, there are parts of they are intertwined, they help each other, right? And there are parts of the tradition that are beautiful and they're as vibrant as the wave that's always and continuously in movement. The kind of interpretation that I'm offering hopefully will be able to mobilize some ideas as well. So
and hopefully bridge the gap also.
Absolutely, because I think the gap needs to be bridged as well, because unfortunately with all the problems on the international level, you see the kind of same dichotomies are here and there, East and West, that come back, that are the genesis of so many troubles and problems, right? So in that sense, I'm quite happy to be able to mobilize some of these thoughts through these paintings and hopefully have some kind of a reaction from the viewer.
How long have you been painting for? This is your first collection and it's just phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Actually, I've been painting for the last few years, but it started as a very therapeutical event. I mean, I did it because I didn't want to go see a psychologist. So I said, I'm going to invest my money on buying some canvases and work on it,
Why not? I'm a musician, I can totally relate to that.
I think art has always been a very therapeutical process, and in that sense I'm quite happy to have integrated it within myself. I feel very comfortable with it.
Who, if anyone, would you compare Amir's work to?
I can't, as I said, I can't really compare it to anyone, and I shouldn't, because he stands out as a very original artist, and I think he's going to trace his own path and chart his own course, and we should just watch what else he does. But at this point, he's already so accomplished, I don't know where it's coming from, and I would like to find out more myself.
That makes two of us. Thank you very much, Dorota. I'm here with Michael Banks, who is showing Amir's collection in his loft. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you this evening?
It's been a pleasure.
Well, you know, I'm having a lot of fun. It's wonderful to see so many people supporting this young, talented artist who's from Iranian descent. I looked at his work and, you know, it really touched me. So I said, well, listen, why don't we do a show in my loft? And everything was put together and was decided in like about 2 weeks. It's an exchange of ideas, of thoughts, of wonderful art, and just enjoying themselves. I think that's the most important thing.
Is there a particular work of Amir's that's a favorite of yours tonight?
Yes, I chose the one. It's in the front. I really like this piece, and that was one of the. As soon as I saw this piece, I said, you know, I really like this, and we'll put it in the gallery, Gallery Naomi, on St. Paul Street.
You know, we've got the best view of the party from here, I have to say.
I definitely agree with you. This is the best place to be.
شده سیگار و چایی این که زاده